Welcome back to Arry the Stag, TR Tony here, and you may remember earlier in the year we spent some time going up to the British Motor Museum to see the last ever British Stag produced off the production line and did a bit of a test drive in it, and that was a really great event and we had a thoroughly great day. I thought this time around we'd give you a little bit of an update on what the British Motor Museum is all about, why it exists, and actually I've been past it a trillion times up and down the M40. I had no idea of what was actually there, so stay on with me. Cat, who's the curator there, is going to walk us around the museum, give us a whole load more background middle of the film, and then stay on right to the very end because I'll also be sharing with you a video of a very, very lovely red Triumph Stag. So stay with me, I'll show you where to go from at the end. Now, so let's go and have a look and join the team on the road going up to the museum. Okay, so it was a sunny-ish day. The team took to the road bright and early. Let's go over and join the Arry the Stag group as they headed north to Gaydon. And as is the tradition, time for a little light nosh. Mackie D's looks like a good idea. We'll avoid the petrol station at £1.64 a litre for unleaded and £1.77 for diesel. You have to have a second mortgage these days for fuel. Durf. So we've got to be really quick because we're on a time here. We've got to get to the museum by 10 AM. So quick stop for nosh and okay, so we have the healthy Arry the Stag option this morning.
Oh yeah, egg and cheese McMuffin.
Lovely. Harry, you seem to have eaten yours already. Gone. And I've got the diet version.
Got a double sausage and egg.
Yeah. Lovely. And a little light pudding after a notice has been invested in.
And nasal spray.
And nasal spray, not quite sure why that is. And as you can see, we opted not to bring the Stag today, largely because we've got loads of equipment and loads of big blokes. First classic car this morning, 903 UYL. Is it MG? Yeah, it is.
It's a mug.
Oh, very nice. Right, so after a couple of hours up the motorway, incident free, we've arrived. British Motor Museum.
Oh, it's broken.
Is it broken? He's buggered it.
It's broken. The walk of shame. It's broken.
Leave it there now, dude.
It's nice enough to leave it there, so it's fine.
Meet everybody, and actually if you pan round there, James, there's a Stag that's just arrived, which is interesting. I recognise that number plate as well for some reason, but anyway, a few cars in the car park, but there's a Stag as if by magic as we've arrived, so that's really great. Without further hesitation, let's go in and have a look. So give Harry one of these cars to drive around in. What are you doing? Will you fit?
Yeah.
Right, the Stag. Okay, time to get changed. Wow. Ta-da!
Down something kind. A little bit of class.
days. So in here, it's the wheels versus doors debate. Wheels versus doors. Wheels wins. Has to. We've counted 4 wheels, a spare wheel, and a steering wheel. That's 5 wheels, 2 doors, 4 doors. Back to the Future car that we all know and love.
Yeah.
The unreliable DeLorean.
Brushed aluminium, the bodywork is really hard to keep it looking good, but this one looks immaculate, isn't it?
Incredible, isn't it?
With all the base technology in it as well. Look, engines.
Don't know if those electrics are 18th edition regulations.
I'm not too sure.
At the time.
At the time. Got a lot of wiring hanging off it, isn't it?
Mm. Triumph 2500S. Very similar reg.
Safety system of MGB, so it's designed to show the technology from 1972, all the different safety features you could have on a car. So that's your rear view mirror. So it's a 180-degree panoramic mirror on the inside. It's got a breathalyzer kit in the dashboard to make sure you're safe to drive. It's everything they could think of to make in that day and age has gone into this.
Hey guys, welcome back to Arry The Stag. TR Tony here with Cat Griffen. Hello Cat. Cat Griffen is our curator here at the British Motor Museum up in Gaydon, near Oxfordshire, England. And really just interested to find out a lot more about the museum here, because there's loads here that I hadn't appreciated was here, and it'd be great for the Arry The Stag viewers to see. So perhaps you give us a little bit of background.
So we're over in the collection centre at the moment. The museum has 2 buildings, the main museum and the collection centre. Between the 2 we've got over 300 cars on display. The charity behind the museum, the British Motor Industry Heritage Trust, started life as its sort of British Leyland heritage. So we have loads and loads of vehicles from that era that we've slowly been adding to over the years. And we have a really massive collection of British manufactured cars. That includes even manufacturers that have a long-standing British manufacturing history. So there's a couple of Hondas here as well, that people might see walking around. Loads of, as we have seen, first of or last of lines. Some of them are signed as well. So if you've got family that worked in the industry, you might find some signatures on cars as you're going around. But it's not just cars we've got here as well. Over in the museum we've got a small object store. We've got probably over 6,000 small objects in there, lights, models, all of that sort of stuff. And also one of the biggest motoring archives. There's over 1 million photos in there, promotional photos, factory photos, and also production records. Another thing we do at the museum is heritage certificates for your cars. All of the stuff we do, inquiries, research questions, heritage certificates, membership, events and admissions, everything feeds back into the museum and goes towards supporting the collections, the care of them, making sure that they're going to be here for a long time in the future.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. On a personal front, I know that I did write off for a heritage certificate for our 1973 Mark 1.5. It's about a year or so ago, so I've got that proudly there, so thank you much for that. But I think, yeah, I just didn't understand what is here. It's just amazing what actually is here at the museum, and I love the idea that you can dip into archives, photographs, production. This is stuff that is, I think, valuable for future decades to understand what working practices were like, you know, the different models, how they were made, some of the challenges that were happening, the working practices that we mentioned, and so on. And so to have that resource here, I think, is awesome. I know, Kat, you're very keen to open dialogue with anybody who wants to email in.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realise the sort of breadth of our collection here. It isn't just cars, and we welcome any sort of research inquiries or requests. I know the archive does as well. We've got a reading room for people to come in and research in as well. So anyone that's interested in doing that sort of stuff, please do get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Superb. Thank you very much, Kat. That's been brilliant. And I know as we've been talking, we're just having a few shots of the museum just to give you a bit of a flavour, but I encourage you to come up here. It's very closely situated next to the M40. Easy to find. Even I can find it. It was really great this morning. We've had a drive around in the Stag just now, so it's great to do that as well. And this part of the museum perhaps less aware in terms of the cars here,
yeah, it's a bit more behind the scenes, a bit over here as well. So.
Yes, that's awesome. So there you go. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for your time, Kat. Really appreciate it. So it's been really great, Kat. Thank you so much for showing us around today. There's a few little gifts for us. There's Arry The Stag sunglasses.
Great going home with these.
Absolutely, they're very good. We wear them all the time. And in here is a Arry The Stag.
Oh, thank
you.
So
there you go.
That's lovely. Thanks.
And same for Stephen as well.
Oh,
Stephen Lang.
I love that when he's back.
So thank you for Stephen. And then one final one is an Arry The Stag coffee mug. Just make sure. So there you go. So clean and tidy. So
thank you very much.
You're welcome. So enjoy that.
Thank you.
And
That's
one more
lovely.
for Stephen as well. Should have bought a bag out, shouldn't
Never get them. Thank you. That's lovely.
Thanks to Martin for showing us around the
I'll
cars.
go say that.
So I really appreciate it.
That's great.
Good
Thanks.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Give us lots of thumbs up, guys. We'll see you online very soon. Don't forget to subscribe and ask for your Arry The Stag Badge of Honour tax disc size sticker, as well as joining us for our email at the weekends. But Kat, thank you so much. It's been really great. And please feel free to email out with lots of questions.
Yeah,
we'll be very pleased.
do.
Now, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to watch this video here, because there's loads more classic cars where that came from, plus an International Autojumble as well.